Hi, it's Kerri Konik from brandscapeatelier.com. Hope you're doing fantastic today. And what I'd like to talk to you about is your, again, expression, your brand signals, and baklava. Okay, just to recap, I've had some people asking me some questions. Identity, experience, and expression. Just want to explain again how we do this. So identity is the brand identity, and then the expression is how we convey that identity, and then experience is the interaction, the conversation with, or the interaction with the target audience, the brand experience of your brand. Okay, and in identity, we focus on the what you do, for whom, and why, and then what is the emotional solution ultimately. Okay, but all of this, when you define all that clearly, you have such a vocabulary available to you to utilize in the expression layer. The expression layer is the voice. Okay, and the biggest component is the visual voice, and then the messaging. Okay, so what I'd like to talk about is baklava. Like every single layer that you use helps build the story or the gorgeous, delicious dessert that is your brand and your brand experience and why your target audience is going to buy. Okay, and so each one is like a layer of phyllo dough. Have you had baklava? I can't have the baklava from a restaurant because it has nuts in it. But I make my own baklava because I love that dough and that honey, and it's so good. But I make it without the nuts. Okay, so how do you craft your baklava? Each phyllo dough, each what's called the brand touch point, sends a powerful signal, or should. And if you miss the opportunity, you build what's called a shallow experience, what I call a shallow experience, and you're just not worth as much money, quite frankly, as you would be if the experience was richer and more profound. And so what you want to do is look at each layer of your experience. I've talked about ditching your graphics and developing a visual identity system, and this is why. Your identity is intangible. It needs to be expressed through the assets that we have, the communication assets, those that are tangible and visible, and those that are metaphorical and symbolic. Okay? So it all matters, and it's a complex system to build, your brand ecosystem. But once you have it, it's very, very powerful and very successful in terms of communication. And people just come out of the woodwork and say, I want to work with you. Like, I need to hire you. And you'll really enjoy that experience, and you'll enjoy marketing because your customers will be self-qualified, self-identified, and they'll come forward, and it will just be an enriching entrepreneurial journey for you. And then the experience layer is the interaction of that, so that you have your voice, you have your the way you communicate, but then you're receptive to what's coming back at you. Okay, we call this sonar. All right, and this is, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but you are looking for a profound symbolic sonar, so that when your message goes out and it hits them in their mind, the rational, and in their heart, the irrational, their purchase decision is made in the gut. It's a combination, or the sixth sense of where everything that takes place. So you want to look at what are you putting out, expression, and what are you getting back in terms of feedback. So how is your symbolic sonar? Is it awesome? Is it feeling right? Is it reciprocal in value? So you're saying something and your clients are saying, wow, how do I sign up? That would be reciprocal. I would call that successful. But if you're finding that you're not converting, or people have a lot more questions and they want to noodle the information, there's a problem in the communication, or there's a problem in the congruence of who you want to serve and who wants to hire you. That's a different issue. So, for example, in our brand, we don't do a lot of documentation. We do a lot of nimble, powerful solutions and services so that we can get you to launch, or we can get you to relaunch and get to business, get your brand built. But we do not do heavy documentation by design. And we don't charge for that either by design. And if you are looking for that, and somehow you think I provide that based on my expression and my marketing materials, that's all in here, then I've done something wrong, that you're hearing that that's what our brand is about. Because it's not. Our brand is about being efficient, powerful, and to get you to goal faster so that you're making money faster. Okay? So you look at your sonar, your symbolic sonar. I'll teach you about that in another week, okay? All right. So I hope this makes sense. Make some baklava if that metaphor fell short on you, or you have never had baklava, or you don't like sweet, gooey, drippy desserts. You need several napkins. It's a very nice sensory experience, and I like those. All right. So good luck with your baklava, and again, design it well. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.